Hello, and Happy New Year! I am Chelsea Souter, and this is Lately Fashionable, and if you have been following along from the beginning, you will know that I have been doing monthly updates on my Sewing a Vintage wardrobe, and you may have also noticed that I did not do a November update video. And this is also not truly a December update video because nothing has changed. I have done no sewing on my vintage wardrobe in the last 2 months. I gave myself a break for the month of November because my mental health was not in a good place. If you saw my post-election video, that's been explained, so I will not go into it again. Suffice it to say, I did not feel up to sewing, and so I chose not to force myself to sew because I knew I would get less than stellar results that way. And then December was, of course, Christmas, and we had family in town and a lot of activities going on, and I chose to focus on family time and decorating my house for the holidays, enjoying baking and crafts and gifts and all of the holiday things. Lots of sugar. So much sugar. So I also did not sew anything in the month of December. And we are about to go out of town for New Year's, so I will not be sewing anything in the beginning of January either, and that's fine. And I have decided I am going to still do my year of dressing vintage, but I will not be starting it on January 1st, 2025 as I had planned. It was originally supposed to be a New Year's resolution, but with the last 2 months being non-productive and the month prior, October, being not as productive as I would have liked because I had Halloween costumes to make and it just became too much and I was overworking myself and my physical health was suffering as a result. I am going to give myself 2 extra months, January and February, and half of March, and I will start my year of dressing vintage officially on March 22nd, which is my birthday, and I will also be turning 40, so I am planning to have a 40s themed birthday party. So what better way to kick off my year of sewing vintage than having a bunch of friends come and dress up vintage with me. So this video is not going to be like my normal recap videos because I don't have changes to the board, although I did add a coat that I'm going to make. I need a new winter coat, but I'll talk about that in a future video. And there's nothing new on my rack of clothes. Everything is the same as it was at the end of October. So instead, I'm going to talk about my goals for the new year because I do have goals, somewhat related to the vintage sewing, but I'll talk about that in a minute. And I am going to do a mini haul of all of my sewing related Christmas gifts that I received. And I will talk about my favorite garments that I have sewn so far this year. And in March, I will do a big recap video of the year of sewing with, taking out November and December and putting all of that work in January and February. So first, goals for 2025 in no particular order. I plan to keep my promises in 2025. And by that, I mean I have made several promises, or at least hinted at future projects or started projects that I hadn't finished in previous videos. And I've been going through those videos recently and writing down the things I haven't done, or at least the things I haven't shared with you yet that I have done. And my goal is to go through that list of promises and make videos about those projects. So keeping my promises to you. My second goal is to fix and or alter all of the clothing that I had previously made before starting this year of sewing vintage. If you saw my video rating all of my vintage clothes before I started sewing this year, you will know that not all of those clothes still fit me, but some of them I can fix that, and some have other issues that I want to address. And I have done a few of them, like this teal polyester skirt, the one I'm wearing right now. I did go back and fix the waistband and closure. I changed it to a pocket placket opening, which is my favorite skirt opening. And I like it much better now, and I'm wearing it a lot more than I used to, so that's a win. So I have counted that as a bonus project, not something that I sewed this year, but something that I fixed. So I will be adding other garments as I go and fix them to where I can wear them again, and they will be bonus projects on the list. And my third goal is to attend a convention in cosplay. I have not been to a convention since 2017. That was Star Wars Celebration in Orlando, and I was pregnant with my daughter at the time, so I did go as pregnant Padme. I had a lot of fun wearing that costume. It was a good time. But you know, once I had an actual newborn, and then there was a pandemic, and then I had another newborn, it's just been a while since I've been to a convention, and I really enjoyed them when I used to go, and I miss them. And I have some fun plans for cosplay ideas, and those are going to be a surprise. So when I do go, I will share with you what I'm making and wearing. Okay, time for a mini haul. I did get some sewing related Christmas gifts, so I'm just going to show you what I got. First up is this fantastic sleeve board, double-sided, one narrow end, one wider, so good for both sleeves and pants. It's very sturdy and much nicer than the sleeve board I did have. I mean, I still have. But now I will be able to keep my old one in the house with the ironing board that I keep in the laundry room, and keep this one out here, and I won't have to keep bringing them back and forth to my sewing studio, back to the house. I also got this buttonhole marking gauge, so you can set the space between your buttonholes and then mark them all at once without having to measure and do math, and oh, I'm so excited. I've been wanting one of these for a while. I can't wait to use it. And I also got this ruler stand, so now I can put my rulers. I just grabbed a couple to demonstrate, but I have more rulers on my pegboard, more rulers on this table behind me, and now I'm going to have a spot for them all to live, all in one place, and that's going to be really great. All right, let's talk favorites. For the majority of the year, this skirt was the reigning champion favorite, and I still love it an incredible amount. I wore it the other day, and it still makes me very happy. But it is number 2. It's a very close number 2, but it's number 2 because the blue plaid circle skirt has eclipsed it as my absolute favorite garment that I have made this year. I think partly because it is so warm and cozy, and every time I wear it, I can curl up on the couch and I don't need an extra blanket. I have a blanket, I'm just wearing one, and it's wonderful. Now the navy skirt is a more versatile garment, and I will be able to wear it for a longer portion of the year. I'll be able to wear it fall, winter, spring, into early summer. I could wear it in the summer, but I most likely won't. This one is really a winter skirt. If it's above 50 degrees, I'm not going to pull this out of my closet because I don't want to be warm and cozy when it's warm outside. But for now, because it is winter, this one is getting so much wear. I love it so much. And I do have a lot of sweaters, mostly gray, a couple white, and I just got a black one that I can wear with this, and I can wear it with a white button-down shirt or a black button-down shirt, which I don't have, but I feel like I should now. I should get a black button-down shirt or make one. I don't have any tops that are this specific shade of blue, and all of the blue tops I do have clash with it. They're just not the right tone, but that may change. Stay tuned. And because it is an end of the year wrap up, let's go ahead and add my third favorite to the list, and that is this dress. It is everything I wanted it to be. It's one of, I think, my most successful pieces this year because I had a vision and I made that vision happen, and that doesn't always work out. A lot of times I change what the vision is throughout the creative process because fabric constraints, pattern constraints necessitate changes to the overall design. But this one, I knew what I wanted and I got what I wanted. I definitely need more dresses. I have so many skirts. I have 4 pairs of pants. I need more dresses that I can just throw on and have that be what I'm wearing for the day. Don't need to think about, does this match that and whatnot, and don't have to worry about the blouse pulling out of the top of the waistband. None of that. Just throw it on, good to go, comfy, easy. Love it. So to recap, we're not starting the year of dressing vintage on January 1st. We are starting it in March. I will still have 2.5 months to continue sewing to meet my goal. I'm not at 24 yet, but I think I can get there. I'm giving myself grace. It's been a hard couple of months, but it's a self-imposed deadline, so I can change it. It's okay. So look for some January vlogs, February vlogs, maybe one in March, and also the recap videos for each of those months. And look for starting my year of dressing vintage in March on my birthday. And I'll see you then. Bye. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. Oh, this chair is so squeaky. I did not need to wear heels for this. Can't see my feet.